time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to University Stadium, home of the Lobos of the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the San Jose State Spartans, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the New Mexico Lobos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Spartans will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back looking for help. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So New Mexico's offense will start this game off with the football. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Buckley. And this one will be stopped for no gain. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
And the Lobos are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Miller. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Blair. Across the 25, he's got room. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Lobos didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the gun, running back gets the give. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Blair. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Lobos, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the San Jose State Spartans offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was...
He's loose. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Power football with the run. Fakes it past the marker. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Spartans.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Blair. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bankston. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. The Lobos decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads it left. It falls incomplete and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. We've come to the end of the period, and San Jose State is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The give from the gun. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
To the ground with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. Third and goal from the 2. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, and I think third and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
They'll run it. He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further, and they'll turn it over on downs. And the Lobos buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Looking for space. It's Humphrey. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to him. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown!
without a lot of help. They open up the hole. He takes the football, starts going. Receivers getting in on the block, and everybody doing their job. And he hits the gas, and it's nothing but taillights, 99 yards to the house.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Spartans can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it from the gun. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
Nice throw, nice catch. You know, I like when you work that slot and you throw that slant to him. It's an easier throw than throwing to a guy way out wide. A lot of times I find that matchup I want in the slot and I go attack it.
Leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Spartans come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. Turning it on! Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground, now taking shots down the field, but I got to protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
He's got the back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half, as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Buckley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Miller. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Lobos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tight end now in motion. Rides the back on the option, the give. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Got a man. It's Humphrey.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Takes the handoff. It's Humphrey. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Lobos have it with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. Big guy smells it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Touchdown, Lobos! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like you've got a great atmosphere today in Albuquerque. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at University Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Lobos will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. The quick out. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Bates. Looking for room at the 30. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Spartans will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's got it on the run. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, San Jose State. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by a field goal over Washington. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. And the Lobos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Bankston. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. And he was off to the races, and he gets him to the 45. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Hands it off. Showing off the arm. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Lobos are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Blair. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Lobos started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going for 6. Touchdown, New Mexico! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Swings it out to the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it from the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on second down. Going for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Might as well give it to him again. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Caught on the outside, it's Smith. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Pushes for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, San Jose State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Fires to the big fella. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. They go to the ground. defender missed. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Lobos, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Right back to the well. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
What a clutch stop for this defense. You get in the 4th quarter, you got to make those plays, get the ball back to your offense in a position now to go take the lead in this ball game.
Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game. Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success.
There he goes. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
To the air on 1st down. Bring him the heat. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man on the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Leaves it with the running back. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down. Now set.
Touchdown, Spartans! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. UCLA is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Terry Donahue, this has not been a blowout today inside the Rose Bowl. They're up by 11 over Penn State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, under-talked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He wants a big play here late. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. 4th down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Incomplete on
All right, guys, we're going to hang on, go to 5-0.
San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
All right, 3-star right edge rusher. That'd be good. I debated on going all defense in my recruiting in this season. 3-star quarterback. Good deal. All right, we'll kick off shortly, guys.